Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you're watching. Thank you for joining us. Today we are at Colonial Woods Campground in Pennsylvania. We are staying here for the weekend because we are actually headed to Sesame Place tomorrow, which is down in the Philadelphia area. But we just got checked in, and I'm actually running right now to the store at the main check-in office because there's an open ground on our campsite, and they also gave us the wrong site when we pulled in. So I'm just going to register now and let them know that we moved sites and that there is an issue with the electric. And then after that, we're going to start cooking some dinner. So not much going on tonight, but tomorrow we will be at Sesame Place. So hope you guys enjoy. So there seems to be a lot of confusion here. So I just went in to let them know that we had to move sites, which she was completely aware of, that she gave us the wrong site, but no one actually came to tell us we were in the wrong site. And then while I was in the store waiting to pay for the firewood, I got another woman came in and was freaking out because they put her in cabin number 2, but apparently cabin number 2 doesn't exist where they told her it did. So they redirected her to another area. So it just seems like there's a lot of confusion in this campground. I don't know if it's because it's more of like a seasonal type place and they're not usually accommodating weekenders. But she did say she was gonna get someone out to fix the open ground on our electric, hopefully tonight. So fingers crossed on that one. So it's the next morning. We're getting ready to go to Sesame Place. We're gonna be heading out in about 5-10 minutes. It is an hour car ride from here to Sesame Place. So we're hoping to get there around opening time, a little bit after opening time at this rate. We're gonna probably not get there until about 10:30. The park does open at 10. Got some rain last night, which was okay. Everything stayed fairly dry. And then I just pulled the awning in here a little bit because we are supposed to be getting some thunder showers later this afternoon. And we kind of covered up as much of the stuff as we can to try to keep it from getting wet. But yeah, hopefully it'll be a good day. It's steamy out right now, so thank God Sesame Place does have some water attractions as well. But last night we really just kind of hung out by the camper. We went on a little frog hunt. It was too dark for me to film that. And then we grabbed some Italian ice and stuff from the store here and just kind of hung out and relaxed. Went on the playground, did that kind of stuff. So fun night, and now we're ready for a good day at Sesame Place. We have arrived. The drive was awesome. It was all like backwoods. It was all like back road, farm country driving. It's exactly what I wanted to do for the drive to get here. It was an hour-long drive, so I didn't want to just be sitting on a highway. We're walking through the preferred parking. The preferred parking was $50, which I don't know what the regular general parking is. I'll put that in here now so you can see what the difference in parking prices were. But we just happened to make the right instead of making a left, and we ended up in preferred parking, so we just went with it. It doesn't seem that busy in the preferred parking lot. We'll see how busy it is once we get in, but first step is getting through ticketing. Yeah, that regular lot looks way more crowded than the preferred lot. It's also right across the street, so I would say save yourself some money and park in general parking. We made it through security, we have made it through ticketing, and we are now in the main entrance area of Sesame Place. Honestly, it's actually a lot nicer than I expected it to be in here. They have the nice topiaries of Snuffleupagus, Elmo, and Big Bird when you first walk in. They've got a little souvenir shop off to the left, and then dining with Elmo and Friends on the right, along with the Vapor Coaster. So we're gonna try to figure out the lay of the land here and see what the day brings on. So here is the iconic Sesame Street front right here. You've got 123 Sesame Street right there, which is where the majority of the Sesame Street story takes place. Right now there's some people taking pictures there, but maybe we'll try to get over there in a little bit. But Oscar's garage here, right there. And we're making our way, so we went to the right. So when we came in, we went right to the right past the Elmo dining experience. And now we're heading into what appears to be like a splash pad area with some water slides and stuff. So I don't know, we'll see what's going on. Yeah, Nick! Why is Kaylee so high? How'd you get so high? Let me try. Oh. How was it? No? We've been hanging out in Elmo's World, which I think is a smaller section of Monster World for the last couple hours. Going on a lot of the kid rides and just trying to get all the non-water stuff out of the way in the morning. It is now pretty hot and it's about lunchtime, so we're gonna figure out some lunch options and get some food, and then it's water time. But I also wanted to make sure you guys were aware, they had behind me here, they have the Sesame Studio, which is more of just an air-conditioned area for you to go to hang out in if your kids are starting to overheat a little bit. We were just spending some time in there. They have cartoons playing of Elmo and Friends. And ultimately, it's a pretty cool place just to kind of like get out of the sun, cool off a little bit, and ramp back up for some more fun. So we ended up landing at Elmo's Pizza Kitchen, where they had flatbread pizzas. They had options of bacon, chicken ranch, pepperoni, plain. They also had chicken fingers, a grilled chicken salad if you wanted salad, macaroni and cheese. Your typical kind of theme park food options. The pizza was okay. It was a pre-made flatbread pizza. The bacon chicken ranch one was $16. The cheese or pepperoni were both $15. And now we're gonna go get our bathing suits on and hit some water park action because we are hot. So we're all in our bathing suits now. We were just about to go into the Count Splash Castle and they shut it down. And apparently they do that for bathroom break reasons so that they can kind of force parents to check kids' bathing suits. That's what they told one of the other guests here. So they said they're gonna reopen it at 1:15. It's 1:05 now. We're gonna go get a locker to check our stuff, and then hopefully it'll be open by then. We just rented a locker to put our backpack and my fanny pack, our wallets and phones and stuff in. It was $35 for a regular size locker or $40 for a jumbo. They said the jumbo would hold 3 backpacks. We got a jumbo and it barely held, of course, 1 big backpack and my fanny pack. So I definitely recommend if you have a bigger backpack going with the jumbo. And now we're gonna make our way over to the Lazy River area and see if that's open, and as we wait for the Count Splash Pad to reopen. Right behind me is the Ernie's Waterworks splash pad, which is a much smaller splash pad than the Count Splash Pad. But there is a lazy river that runs through here. There's a little beach you can sit and hang out on if there's seating available. It's a cool little beach-themed area with a nice little splash pad for the kids, but it's no Count Splash Pad, I'll tell you that much. The Count Splash Castle is back open, so we just walked over. We're getting on there now. A little bit about the Count Splash Pad. Chaotic is a good way to describe it, especially if you have young kids that you're trying to keep an eye on. Within a few minutes, we pretty much lost Kaylee, and then Court went with Nick, I went with Kaylee. It was about a 20-minute wait for the water slide, just to go down the water slide there. So basically, we just stood there the whole time and hung out. It's a really cool splash pad, but it was just very chaotic, and we bounced out of there pretty quickly. We just came out of the little theater room to cool off again, boost the morale a little bit. Just wanted to take a minute to talk to you guys about the water slides they have here. So they have a good amount of water slides for you to do. Kaylee and I pretty much dominated all of them. I'll put some footage of each one of the slides in here for you to check out. Now we are about to go and get changed into our dry clothes. We booked the dining with Elmo and Friends for dinner tonight at 6 o'clock. We're gonna go around and check out some of the stores right now, see what they have going on in there, and then we're gonna go eat some dinner because it's 4:30 now, so we have a 6 o'clock reservation. Just got dominated at the carnival games. We burned through about $60 in 10 minutes. So now we're gonna head over to the store and hopefully stand in some AC for a little while. But yeah, carnival games are definitely carny versions of the games where you don't walk away with prizes. We actually ended up jumping on a couple rides. We did the carousel and we did the swings, and Nick said the swings was his favorite ride of the day. It was a new ride for him that he's never done before, so the morale has been boosted, and now we are gonna head over towards the front of the park, which is where the dinner is, and hopefully check out the gift shop that's up there as well. All right, big deal here. Kaylee said, you know what, Dad, let's get it over with. Let's just go on the roller coaster. So we're doing it. We're going on the Vapor Trail.
Just like Disney.
It is just like Disney, you're right. I'm really proud of her today. She has gone on a lot of new stuff today and really like went outside of her comfort zone. So I'm really proud of her. Thank you. You ready?
Here we go. And enjoy your ride.
How was it? We're waiting online to get into the Dine with Elmo and Friends experience here. It looks like they do times at 9:30 a.m., 11:30 a.m., 1:30 p.m., 4 p.m., and 6 p.m. Middle of the day appears to be selling out according to the board here. We're here for the 6 p.m. session, and there's still a lot of people waiting to get in, so we'll see what it's like inside and report if it's worth the exorbitant charge to get into this.
This is the one, the only Cookie Monster!
Say hey, Grover!
Smile, look at mommy.
Say cheese! Who's that, Nick? Haley, look who it is! It's Elmo!
Mickey, smile, look at mommy.
Say cheese! There's Cookie Monster! Do we have any cookies here?
Mickey!
Say cheese! Woo! Boogie down, Nick! Alright!
Tomatoes! Great job! You really listened! Grover says, just the kids!
So when we got here this morning, we accidentally pulled into the preferred parking lot and paid $50 for preferred parking. When we scanned in with our tickets, the woman at the gate told me that we had paid for parking in advance for regular parking. So I just went to guest relations and they refunded back the $30. So service wasn't that bad. A lot of other stuff was, but service there wasn't that bad. We're on our way out now. We made it to 7:30. So we got here at 10:30 this morning. It is 7:30 tonight now. And we did the whole day. So it was a fun day at Sesame Place. We had a good time. We'll talk a little bit about the dinner when we get back to the campground. But we got an hour drive back, so hopefully the kids take a little rest. 8:36. So we just got back to the campground. It's 8:36, and there is a dance party at the pool, which is 3 sites away from us until 10 o'clock tonight, with music just blasting. So our nice plans to come back this evening and just kind of relax, have a fire, and chill out is now pretty much ruined. So, real quick about the Elmo and Friends dining experience. So, it was $45 per adult, $25 per kid. Kids under 2 are free. It's an all-you-care-to-eat event, but they shut the buffet down like halfway through the Elmo and Friends show. So get there early, get online, get your food, and then try to get back up before they shut it down if you're planning on eating more than one meal, or one pass through of the buffet. The character interactions were fun. They came around to the table. They had a good time with the kids. There was a dance party. They did a conga line. They played Simon Says. I think for $45 an adult and $25 per kid, you're paying for the experience, not the food. So if your kids are big Sesame Street fans, I would say it's definitely worth checking out. But if you're not that big of a Sesame Street family, or you don't want to spend the money on mediocre food for a somewhat decent performance, maybe skip it. All right, so we're all hooked up. We're heading out. Last stop is going to be the dump station. Now, so far our experience with this campground has kind of been, everything's kind of backwards, and that's the same thing with the dump stations. The only dump station that they have in the entire campground, in order for you to get the dump station on the driver's side, is you have to make like a hairpin right turn in order to get to it. So we're gonna see how this goes. It is a Sunday, and I'm sure there's a lot of other people that are gonna be checking out today, so hopefully there's no line. Stay tuned to see how this goes.
And the failure to make an outro at the end of the video continues into this week as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. We were able to swing that turn and get in to dump the tanks for the camper. From a campground perspective, it was by far the least favorite of the campgrounds we stayed at. The entrance in and the entrance out was a real pain in the neck. The staff didn't really seem to have a good grasp on what was going on. Everyone was friendly, don't get me wrong, but the place just wasn't worth going out of your way for. So just wanted to touch on that. If you guys are thinking about heading out to Colonial Woods, it's more of a seasonal focused campground. With that being said, we're done, son.